They look like ordinary drugs, but they are designed to evade the law. Engineered to mimic the effects of traditional highs, they make detection more complex. Woodlands Checkpoint is one of the busiest land crossings in the world. Here, every vehicle, every shipment is subject to screening.
At Cargo Clearance Center, the main bulk will be lorries, cargoes that are coming in. So there are cases where we actually do swaps on them and do checks if needed.
Immigration officers work with scientists from HTX, right here at the border. HTX is the Home Team Science and Technology Agency, which develops technologies for national security, including tools for drug detection. Samples collected are sent to this on-site lab, where they can be tested in minutes. Having facilities like this embedded at a checkpoint is not common.
So having a lab at the checkpoint provides fast analysis turnover, whereby ICA can make more prompt decisions. So my role here is to quickly identify and assess any threats or narcotics that may be coming through our borders. So usually for a day, we will have about 20 to 40 samples that we need to analyze for any illicit substances. So this is the liquid chromatography mass spectrometer that we use to analyze the samples. It will pick up any illicit substances that is present inside the samples, and we will do a check against the database. Our system can detect MPS. We do have the database to help us identify or detect any presence of the illicit substances in the samples that we extract.
Drug syndicates have been creating these MPSs by making slight modifications to the chemical structures of existing illegal drugs. And these modifications allow the syndicates to exploit legal loopholes and to evade prosecution.
As long as you change, for example, an atom of it, the whole chemical structure changes and it's no longer controlled under the law.
And so in 2024, Singapore changed the law. It now also targets the effects these substances have on the brain.
So instead of focusing on the chemical and molecular structure of the MPS in question, now the focus is really on the psychoactive effects.
This is Singapore's national facility for testing of MPS.
When a substance isn't covered under existing drug controls, it may be sent here for further testing. This lab is one of the few in the world designed to test for the psychoactive effects of substances.
We are looking at whether this drug is able to induce a high when it's consumed. So these are cells which have been specially engineered to resemble human brain cells. So after we receive an exhibit from CMB, we determine what are the substances that are actually present in the exhibits. We would then test these substances to see whether they have any psychoactive effects.
The test measures how the engineered cells respond to the substances.
We would determine a potency value, but the final result that is produced is basically an interpretation of whether this drug is psychoactive or not.
So even if chemical formulas change, their effects can still be identified. It's a cat and mouse game, and the work to stay ahead carries on.